Who's the DJ in the dressing room?
It's actually one of the most stressful jobs to have as a player, I'm not even gonna lie. I put a touch of home in it, so I put a little bit of Drake in there.
I was hoping you'd say that. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. Jade, welcome to Getting to Know. This is where I've got a series of questions to find out the person behind the player. Thanks for sitting with us. Thanks for chatting to us. Sound good? Are you ready to reveal all?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. First question. When did you know you wanted to be a footballer?
Ooh, okay. Starting hard. I remember very vividly around like 11, 12, one coach had come over to me and kind of asked me like, how did you know that, you kind of differentiate yourself from other players? And I said, honestly, is when I looked around and realized that not a lot of girls were doing what I was doing at a young age. And it was just going to the pitch with my dad. And at the time I was a midfielder, so a little bit of a different position. And from then I would say that's when I really wanted to kind of take it really serious.
Biggest home comfort that you miss?
My mom's cooking, I would say. She always makes like the shepherd's pie. I think it's different from the shepherd's pie here.
I was going to say, I've never heard anyone, a Canadian, say they had shepherd's pie.
Every time I go home, it's like the first meal that I have.
Who was your football idol growing up?
That's a good one as well. I was a huge United fan, or still am, but a United fan growing up. So I really loved Nani when I was growing up. He was one of my idols. And then another idol was Yaya Toure.
Have you got the back somersault like Nani does when he scores?
No, I missed out on that. didn't practice that enough.
Favourite thing about Manchester?
Honestly, I love the city, to be honest. It kind of reminds me of home. It's not far off from Toronto, to be honest. So I really enjoy that. The people are really nice here, and then I'm always here most of the time. So having a team that is like a family away from home is something that's really comforting.
How would your best friend describe you in 3 words?
I would say, they would say determined. They would probably say caring, hardworking.
How would an opponent on the pitch describe you in 3 words?
Ooh, maybe fast, maybe aggressive, and front-footed.
What's your best attribute as a footballer?
I would say probably my speed is something that helps a lot, and my position specifically. I think that's just like a natural skill set I was gifted with, but I think in terms of something that I've learned over the years is kind of reading the game more.
What was your first experience like of the WSL?
Aggressive. I would say aggressive. I don't think anyone can really prepare you for the type of football that you're going to kind of go after here. I just knew that I wanted to be in this league. When I was to sign professional, there was no other league really I looked at, and it's one of the top countries for women's football.
Would you rather score a goal or have a goal line clearance?
I would say a goal line clearance.
All defenders say that.
I think it fits naturally with the type of player I am, that I would find myself in a position where I could do that more than scoring. But a goal is nice too.
What's your career highlight?
Being at United. When I signed for United, it wasn't just for me, I would say. It had a huge impact on my family because it was like a full circle moment. I grew up watching United play from a TV screen, and you would have never been able to tell me or my family that I'd ever play for United, I'd ever wear a jersey, I'd ever play at Old Trafford. So I think for me, being able to say that my first professional contract was at a dream club of mine, that will forever be a highlight in my career.
Who's the DJ in the dressing room?
Okay, so it started off with being, I would say, Millie Turner. Then it flipped to Maya, and now it's actually me. It's actually one of the most stressful jobs to have as a player, I'm not even gonna lie, because you have to tailor to everybody's music taste.
I need to know what's one song that is definitely at the top of the playlist from you.
For me, I feel like I put a touch of home in it, so I put a little bit of Drake in there.
I was hoping you'd say that. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
I put a little bit of Drake in there.
Are we talking old school Drake or new school Drake?
A bit of both, to be fair. I love old school Drake, though, because that's what I grew up listening to.
Who was the first person you rang after winning the Olympic gold medal?
I actually think I have a group chat with all my cousins. And I think I literally just hit, like, at the top right, it just hit the little camera, and it started ringing, and then all of a sudden a bunch of faces popped up. I don't know why that's what I first went to. I didn't even call my parents. I didn't call my friends. I literally called my cousins, and all I did was just, like, hold the medal up like this and just have the phone like that.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be doing?
I feel like it changes what I wanted to be. At one point I wanted to be an optometrist, which is like an eye doctor, and then when I was younger I wanted to be a veterinarian, so it was a bunch of different things, but right now I think it would probably be around optometrist or something in medical sales.
Final question, what is something about you that nobody knows?
A lot of people probably know it, to be fair, but I'm an only child.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people think I have siblings right away, but no, I'm an only child. It's just me, my mom, and myself.
Amazing. Well, Jayde, it's been a pleasure to be able to sit down and talk to you, especially how busy this season has been and the running that you have. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you.
I'll be watching keenly, and it's great to get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you. I appreciate your time as well.